Alright guys, so this is just a quick video on my thought on Matic. I was looking at this chart yesterday and then I found something very interesting from the chart. On the daily charts we find something here that looks like this, like an head and shoulder pattern. If you know me very well, you know I'm not one of those traders that trade chart patterns and all of this, but I couldn't help it because this is very obvious and this is on the daily charts. This is on a very strong time frame, so I paid a lot of attention to it. Yeah, so with that being said, I'm just going to take this away. On the daily chart, if I draw my trend line looking at this as an uptrend, from I'm just going to take my trend line from somewhere down here. This trend line have been tested on multiple occasions, once, twice, 3 times, and on all cases respected. Now we broke below the trend line here and then picked up a demand zone which is right here, a daily demand zone which is right here, and then we are reacting off from that demand zone. We are bouncing off from that demand zone, which is great. But I'm just going to look at this from the higher time frame as well as on a much smaller time frame. What I want to call attention to, if you look at this chart from this point, we are going to see prices moving in form of higher highs and higher lows and higher highs and higher lows up until this point where we had a low here and then failed to get a new high, and what we saw next was a low straight down here, breaking this previous low. So at this point, this is where I'm more concerned about, because this particular price level here looks more like this is where we get that change of market structure. I pay a lot of attention to market structure and not chart patterns, because if you want to get the information about the market, I use market structure as a lot of confluence. So this is where we get a change of market structure on the daily time frame, and then we came down here on the daily chart to form a low, a lower high and then a lower low. Right now it looks like we are heading for a lower low, and it's quite interesting. When you take this chart to smaller time frame like the 1 hour and 4 hours time frame, you'll see something building up along these axes. You see prices initially coming lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, equal highs, and then a higher low. Now it looks like we're heading for a higher high. This is interesting because while on the lower time frame, on the 1 hour and 4 hour charts, we have prices building up bullish momentum. The higher time frame, the bigger time frame pictures on daily charts as well as every other chart looks bearish. Since this change of market structure from around here, you can see what we have here is a bearish structure that seems to have been respected almost on every other occasion. So we have a supply zone somewhere around here. Yep, 4 hours, even a daily supply zone somewhere around here. So I'm expecting that in the next couple of days we have prices building up in lower time frame, showing this bullish structure from lower time frame. I think in the next couple of days we're just going to see prices come up to somewhere around here and maybe a couple of consolidation before heading down. But if you look at every other factor from this bearish trend line we have here, it confluences with this lower time frame picture building up here. If you look at this and then you come back to the daily or to the weekly time frame to get this trend line here, this weekly trend line here, that seems to have been broken already. Depending on how you want to draw this, if you take it from week to week like this, and then we'll say for a fact it is yet we can't confirm that this has been broken, but looking at it from body to body or body to wick, or whichever way, we could say this has already been broken. But I'll stick with the fact that it hasn't been broken yet. If we get any major reaction from along this axis, then it's going to be a wreck party. It's really going to be a wreck party. I know all of this depend on what Bitcoin is going to do in the next couple of days or in the next week and month. And it's still the same thing with my analysis for Bitcoin. This kind of aligns with Bitcoin until maybe we get a close above this previous swing high. I'm still just going to be bearish. But when prices rally up into the area I've marked out, which is somewhere around here, I'm just going to short all the way down from this level and then watch prices go down. But I'll be looking to set my stop loss along the swing high, which is somewhere up here. So that is it.